Hey, Gemini, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your August 2024 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right. Wow. Gemini, August looks to be a very lucky month for you. And we have the Clover card. And I was getting a message as I was shuffling here. And the message was, don't let distractions get in the way of your dreams. Don't let distractions get in the way of your dreams. So for some of you, even though these cards look absolutely fantastic, I'm excited to share them with you, I feel like there may have been some form of distraction. Now that can be our mental mind. I mean, we all know that our thoughts can distract us. We have millions of them a day. So I feel like there could be mental distractions, physical distractions. Some of you have additional responsibilities, but I also feel like consistency is key here. And this looks to be a month where there's a new soul contract coming in for you. Okay, I do see new soul contracts. You're sealing the deal. There could be a certification. I'm getting the buying or selling of a business, of a property, of a transaction. I feel like there is some sort of document or agreements that you could be signing. I'm also getting, for some of you Gemini, you could be planning a trip, or you could be traveling in the month of August. But if you're not physically traveling, I feel like you are buying the tickets or you're making a move. Four of Wands showing up. This is communal achievement. You're getting recognized. You're getting noticed. This is hitting a major monumental milestone. And that was actually Taurus's title. So some of you could have Taurus in your chart, or you may be on that Taurian cusp. For those of you Gemini that do resonate with Taurus energy, you may want to check that reading out. We have the World showing up. Whew. Gemini, some of you are reaching people on a global level. I mean, we have the Page of Earth showing up. There could be messages or communications that are reaching all the corners of the world. We have Emperor showing up here for you, Gemini. This looks powerful. There's going to be temptations. We have the Devil here. Okay, we have a lot of major arcanas showing up in your reading so far. So again, this is a monumental month, a big milestone out of 2024 for you, but you may be having a little bit of anxiety because you're not quite sure what direction to choose, or because this could be instant, right? It kind of reminds me of, you know, instant or quick success. I mean, we know how things on the internet take off and it can change someone's life overnight, literally. Now, of course, I feel like you've put a lot of hard work and dedication and success into your career, but I also feel like there's recognition here. You could be getting noticed, and at first it may feel a bit overwhelming, or you're not quite sure if you may feel like you don't know if you have what it takes, right? You may get a new job and you're like, oh, geez, do I have what it takes to really excel and to be in this position? Or you may be starting a business and you second guess or doubt yourself. But I feel a lot of success. Let's get your final outcome here. What is the final outcome for Gemini? Okay, we have Six of Cups here. I don't even know when that flipped over. I didn't see that. But your final outcome has to do with simplicity in a way, kind of going back to basics and doing things. To me, I'm getting a very humbling energy. The Six of Cups can be second chances. It can be childhood dreams coming up. And so we're kind of going a little backwards here in your reading, but I feel what this is saying is there's some sort of kindness and affection and heartfelt energy. Some of you may even work with children, or it's definitely a childhood dream that you are manifesting in some way, shape, or form, but you may have been tempted along the way to let something go, or you've lost hope in a situation because of fears, because of, additional distractions. I mean, that's the message that came up in the beginning, is don't let distractions, veer you in a direction that really you're meant to kind of visit. And that may be why we have the devil. So let's start from the beginning here. You have the clover. This is a lucky break, Gemini. This is you rolling the dice and taking a risk, taking a gamble. And I feel like you are, you're very logical, but you can be a risk taker. You're not afraid to put yourself out there. You're not afraid to, show the world what you're made of. And this is about risky business, surprises. Some of you may even work outdoors. This could be, financially sound advice coming your way, or maybe even a financial windfall of some sort. I mean, the clover card is the Wheel of Fortune mixed with the Magician. It's a very beautiful energy of things appearing as if by magic, but I believe we create our own luck. But of course, there is divine intervention that takes place, but it's all part of your energy as well, your higher self, and connecting and collaborating with your spiritual team. But I feel like it's because you decided to take a chance on something, you are getting rewarded in a big way. And that's why you have that Four of Wands. You've hit a monumental milestone, but you've created a sense of luck, and it's coming, it's here. And you may even be signing new contracts. This could be business contracts, the gift of money. It could be writing. Some of you are writers. You may work in administrative tasks or clerical. There could be additional people that you connect with, such as, a receptionist, or you may call someone up and you may need to speak to someone about paperwork. I feel like you could be visiting even a courthouse. Okay, visiting a courthouse is what I'm getting. There's definitely paperwork involved here, maybe even some e-documentation or something over technology, I feel. But this is good. I'm getting whatever this seal in the deal or documentation, or, even a handshake. It's like, yes, I feel like someone's keeping their word here. So you're staying put. I mean, whatever this is, even if it's verbal, it's the truth is what I'm getting. Of course, if you can get everything in writing, it's always a good thing. But I also feel you can trust what someone is telling you to be the truth, because that hasn't always been the case in the past, is what I'm picking up on here. You're going to be able to stay put, but you're going to be tempted, is what I'm getting. You're going to be tempted to either hold back, or, you may be tempted by your fears. There could be irrational thinking around things like, this is too good to be true. It could be imposter syndrome, or can I really do this? Should I really do this? Now you have the candle. This is all about being seen, right? It says high rank, high visibility. This can even be athleticism, a lot of movement. Some of you could be athletes in some way, shape, or form. This is ambition. I mean, you are highly ambitious, Gemini. You have the gift of communication, and whatever it is that you speak into existence, I feel a lot of people do listen to you. So you have a story inside that wishes to be expressed in some way, shape, or form. This is putting those dreams, those ideas, those, communications into action. And you're manifesting money because you got a good hustle game going on here. But hustle doesn't mean you're going like the Energizer Bunny, right? We're not machines. I feel like your hustle game is what makes you feel good, right? I'm going to go towards what makes me feel good, and I'm going to feel inspired and uplifted, and I'm going to hit milestones, and I'm going to celebrate them, and I'm going to pause and reflect and rest. So it's finding that balance. And for those of you that you've been going. I feel like it is important to rest, is what I'm picking up on here as well, because we do have that strong Emperor energy in your recent past. So if there has been a lot of action or motivation or momentum, you're going to see that ball really gets rolling here. Yeah, the ball gets rolling in a point where you're being seen. Some of you, I definitely feel like you're being in the spotlight, or you're being put in the spotlight in some way, shape, or form. Now, bottom of the deck, you have the frame and you have the coins and you have the ornaments. It could even be by the next holiday. Gemini, the ornaments is my December card. So you could be taking a class towards the end of the year, or maybe you're starting to practice for an exam where maybe the end of the year is the deadline, because I thought I seen the deadline card show up here for you. Maybe not, but there could be a deadline coming in. This is steady income. This is getting organized. Some of you, this tax work or this paperwork has to do with taxes potentially, or some sort of legal situation. But I feel like you are creating and manifesting some really wonderful things in your life. This can be about art and design. Okay. Some of you are creating new designs. I'm getting architectural. I'm getting construction or landscaping. This could be home oriented, self-employment here. And because we have the coins, I mean, money's coming in for you. This looks great. I mean, out of all the cards here, I mean, the devil shows up because we could be tempted to overspend. That could be part of it here. Or you may be tempted to, you know, purchase things at times that maybe you don't need. But I also feel like it's something else. I feel like the temptation here, I mean, look at, we actually have the treasure chest right next to this. So what this is saying is try not just to get tempted by instant gratification, because instant gratification is something that, you know, it takes self-control. It takes dedication and willpower to stay consistent with efforts, even if we don't see the results right away. And maybe that's why distractions keeps coming up for you, Gemini, not to let distractions get in the way, because this could show up sooner rather than later for you. Mature investment, celebration. Now, some of you, Gemini, may even be in the retail industry, beauty. This could be finish work, carpentry, or retirement. You're getting ready for retirement and you want to have these mature investments come to fruition. And I feel like you are investing wisely. Yeah. Sales and finances here. You could be getting a raise, and some of you are even working on your projects at home. There could be multiple sources of income, or you could work in the corporate world, but you are also maybe learning about maybe a side gig or entrepreneurship. So I like this coming up for you. You're very motivated, you're very intelligent, and I feel like communication is powerful for you at this time. I mean, it is at any time, but Leo season is going to be significant. I see that with this fiery energy showing up. Now, you have employee benefits here as well. So you may be looking into benefits, maybe insurance. You may be taking a look at different achievements, awards, progression. Where can I grow? What training can I take to benefit myself? You may be looking into pension plans, retirement, Roth IRAs, paid vacation, health insurance, things of that nature. But because this is showing up, I feel like there are opportunities to benefit more, and you may not have taken full advantage, but I feel like you're either signing some contracts or there's a new opportunity for you to take full advantage. Okay, whatever that may mean for you. We also have entrepreneur. So we do have some entrepreneurs here. Gemini, I feel like you are someone who, again, if you have an idea, you are that magician energy. Quite literally, in tarot, you are the magician. And I feel like you have all the tools necessary to manifest what it is that you want. What you focus your time and energy on has the potential to grow if we don't let those distractions come in and hinder our progress. Next, we have here job search. Some of you are on the search because you could be dealing with some toxicity. That could be that devil energy as well. There could be some gossip in the workplace. Some of you are dealing with an incompetent boss. Oh, goodness. Or someone who may not be as a strong leader as maybe you are, Gemini. If you're dealing with people who are a little toxic, or perhaps you want to break off or branch off and go in a direction where you feel more appreciated. You feel like you're being heard more, where maybe you have some leadership qualities yourself that you can integrate and maybe even partner up. Okay. We also have here overtime. Oh, we have interview, first of all. So for those of you that are on a job search here, there could be an interview coming in. You may even have a couple of options. I mean, you're really gifted. You have some great skills. If you're an entrepreneur, you may be tempted to work with someone specifically, or you may actually decide to disconnect from an energy that you were committed to because it's not healthy in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, I feel like there is going to be a follow-up. There's going to be, for those of you job searching, there's going to be an interview and a follow-up. So you will receive some sort of news is what I'm getting. I feel like it's going to be good news. We have the clover here. But maybe you're tempted to not take this offer because maybe you feel like there's not enough incentives or benefits, but we'll dive into that here in a moment. Now, unexpected expense could show up for you, but I do feel like you'll have the money to cover it. It could even be something from the past. It may have to do with children, right? There could be an unexpected expense around children. Maybe this has to do with, or even a pet. It could be a vet bill. It could be, a doctor bill. It could be a education expense here. Yeah. Okay. I feel for some of you as well, you may have around career. I feel like there could be new people coming on board that may be younger than you, but yet they're in a higher position. Okay. Take that as it resonates. And maybe that's frustrating because you know a lot more. You've been doing it, for quite some time, or you are in a way an expert in your field, and it could frustrate you or throw you for a loop if all these younger people come in and they have, 5 years of experience and you have 20, but yet they're up here. So I feel like there could be some sort of seniority, favoritism, or lack thereof. But I feel like this unexpected expense showing up here because of what's showing up in your environment, 6 of Swords, you're going to move towards calmer waters. You'll be able to pay for something here. We do have overtime. So some of you are working overtime or working on your dreams, or you could be, looking for new jobs after work. I'm getting the energy of putting a lot of time and energy into what it is that you want, your dreams. Okay, so let's start off here. We do have the 4 of Wands, monumental milestones, community. It's the card of 1111 as well, which is a very spiritual number. It is manifestation, celebrations, awards, ceremonies. Yeah, it's being recognized by, others as well for your work. And I feel like this is teamwork making that dream work, and you recognize that you wouldn't be where you are without the help of others. This could be the help of, a professional or, a client. It could be a group of people. It could be your family, right? I feel like there's a beautiful energy of we did this. So it's not just singular here. It is about harmony, union, and being humbled. I feel like humbling experiences. So this is beautiful. Yeah, we did this is what I'm hearing. And for those of you that are working alone, I feel like you still, wouldn't be where you are without some sort of guidance, coaching, mentoring, clients, audience, whatever it may be here. So, I mean, this is looking great for you starting off. Now, what's crossing your path is maybe where new commitments lie. You may be growing up into a new belief system or stepping into a new way of doing things, okay? Because you are creating new habits is what I'm picking up on. And again, consistency to those new beliefs and to those new habits is part of what's crossing you at this time. When we have the Hierophant showing up here, Gemini, this is Taurus energy about maybe learning. It can be teaching, institutions. It can be governing agencies. It can even be at times corrupt advice, right? From society or from people who could be toxic telling you one thing, and you may be saying, no, I don't want to commit to that energy. I don't believe that's for me. That may be your viewpoint or your way of doing things, but I know that this works for me and that may work for you, but we can agree to disagree. I'm also getting you're being questioned where your loyalties lie, and I feel like you could be reprioritizing, because where your loyalties lied 5 months ago or 5 years ago could be completely different to where they are now, right? That's okay. Things can expand, things can grow, things evolve. That is the nature of progression. And I feel like, yes, you have a set of values that you've been programmed to believe in, but I also feel like you are reprogramming a few things. And it may even be around self-worth. It may be around your confidence. It may be around how you make money, how you make a living. And I do feel here that you are taking a look at your commitments and your beliefs and your values. And you may be tempted, of course, with the devil above you, but I feel with the world below you, that's what you are, you're pushing through some limiting beliefs, and you're going to feel a sense of completion, and you're not letting the distractions hold you back. You're meant to shine your light and your gifts into the world in some way, shape, or form. And I feel like you could be committing to a new path here. Yeah, you could be committing to a new path, one that feels more empowering, because we do have the world. This is in your foundation. This is a sense of accomplishment. You are born to celebrate your wins. You are born here to feel a sense of wholeness and success. So whenever you do feel set back or stuck, Gemini, your brilliant mind and your intuition and your intellect really help you find solutions. And I also feel for some of you, you're meant to be put out in the world in some way, shape, or form, or to raise the vibration of the planet. I mean, the world is your oyster. And that's what this energy is all about, is you exploring. I'm getting the energy of exploration, trying new things, because this can be, completion of, I've done this career for quite some time. What does this career look like? Or I've worked in the corporate world. How can I complete that soul contract and move on to being a business owner, or vice versa, right? So I do feel at times that you've gone through the polarity. You are Gemini, right? As well. So I feel like there's two sides where you get a little bit of taste of both things here. So I feel like you could even be traveling. There may be a career that does involve traveling, working internationally, working with humanitarian efforts. This could be international shipping, or even within your country, within wherever you're at. But I sense that this is a sense of heading towards what fulfills you financially, emotionally, and spiritually. Yeah, this is big showing up. Now, in the recent past, you do have the Emperor. Now, this can be very structured, very routine. And because I also see the King of Swords here, which is air energy, Gemini, I feel like you're being guided to add a splash of fun. And maybe that's why the devil comes in here. I think that's what, yes, some of you could be dealing with a devil or toxic environment, but I am getting another message here. Sometimes we're so afraid to have fun, right? Or we're so afraid to bite into the apple. It's taboo. People tell us we're not supposed to do it. That's the belief system. But there's nothing wrong with enjoying some of these earthly pleasures. And if you've been working really hard at your goals, then go for some sort of instant gratification. If you're set up for success, right? As long as there's not distractions that have been stemming your success for years and years and years, I feel like it's okay to allow yourself to take a break, allow yourself to feel distracted. I know that sounds opposite of what I've just said, so take it as it resonates, whatever end of the spectrum you lie on here for energy. If you've been overworking, overindulging, if you've been very structured, or very seriousness, if you've been taking things very serious with the Emperor, because he's big boss energy. He's no games. He's a get it done. But I feel with the Devil showing up, this could be play, have fun a little bit. I mean, the Devil can be obsessions and fears and addictions and manipulation and all the challenges. But if this isn't something that, you get stuck in, let's say you don't have that addictive type of personality, then allow yourself to play a little bit, play in whatever instant gratification that is. But I also feel for some of you, I'm getting gambling. Okay, I just have to put this out there. If you're a gambler, or if you've dealt with someone, just because we do have gamble with the Devil, I mean, this can be a little recipe for disaster. I just have to say that. Or some of you, it can be, sticking to your goals and not letting all the shiny things distract you. Okay. I mean, the Devil is showing up in many different ways in your reading here. So you're going to know what tempts you. You're going to know, Gemini, what this energy is. Is this an addiction? Is this materialism? Is it codependency? Is it saying that you need to have a little bit more fun, bite into the apple, right? Play a little more, take life a little less seriously? Is this, distractions that pull you off of your goals for months, for years at a time? I mean, you take it as it resonates, but I feel there is a new contract coming in here where you're going to be guided to trust. I'm going to pull one card on the Devil, just one quick card on the Devil energy, because it does seem very elusive here. Let's take a look. Why do we have the Devil showing up? Okay. The Devil could help you return to a sense of confidence, or, I mean, the Devil could be a fear. I feel like, I mean, for a lot of you, 90% of this Devil energy is fear-based energy, which, what do I say about fear? Right? Say it with me, you guys. False evidence appearing real. So when the Eight of Swords shows up, this can be us feeling trapped in that fear, not quite sure, how to move forward, but we have it in reverse. So you're letting it go. You're returning to a sense of confidence here, and that's going to help you move forward. Ooh, I didn't even see this little bugger drop out, and create a sense of stability, because this is your long-term goals. So try not to let those distractions get in the way of long-term goals, because there has been some instability here, but you're working with this Emperor, this is big boss, bossing up. This is, getting to that point where you have more than you need, even so you can share it with others. This is long-term lasting security. So try not to let fears and distractions create instability, because that can derail those carefully woven plans that, Emperor's created here. What do we have showing up in the near future? We have the Messenger of Fire. This is the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is passion, excitement, adventure. Adventure awaits here, Gemini, if you're brave enough to move forward, which you are. You're a warrior, and you're showing up, with this strong energy of, okay, reevaluating commitments and my belief system, or you may be holding steadstrong to your beliefs, and it's going to help you knock the Devil right on its what, and you're really going to be empowered to step into the limelight in some way, shape, or form with that world. Now, Knight of Wands is also about instinctual leader, very action oriented. This is someone who gets things done quickly. They may move on to the next project, or they may have a lot of, ideas, and they want to accomplish a lot here in this lifetime. So Gemini, I feel like you are a very busy person. Again, very athletic energy is what I'm picking up on, or you like to be on the move. Some of you may even have, just that energy in your veins coursing, where you're constantly feeling like there's an idea, or there's something you have to do, or some sort of movement. Just be mindful at times, because with that Devil here, you don't want to be running from a situation. Okay. Just be mindful that you're not running from it. If there's some fears, it may be beneficial for you to stop and face them, because that's what the Emperor does. Is the Emperor is not afraid to face his biggest fears. That's how he gets to the emperor status. He doesn't run from them. What's going on in your energy? You have the 9 of air. So there's some sort of anxiety that you have here, or it can be obsessiveness. And because we have the devil, I feel like you are obsessing over an idea, or maybe even obsessing around money. If you're going to be doing any sort of obsessing, which hopefully we're not, there could be a reevaluating of expectations, because you may have had some expectations here, but 9s are about completions. I feel like you are completing this cycle. I mean, you have the world here, and you're releasing the devil, you're releasing the fears, and you're moving towards a new beginning. And that's what I see here, because the Six of Swords is showing up in your environment. This is about you moving towards calmer waters. This is a spiritual quest or a spiritual journey to free yourself from situations that do bring a lot of, again, toxicity, turbulence, drama. It can be feelings of superiority. Yeah, dominance. I'm getting dominant. Power struggles, power plays. There may be arguments over money here as well. But I feel like you're definitely picking up anchor and you're moving on to calmer waters. Okay, 6 of Swords is freedom. It is freedom. It is journeying to something better. Some of you could be relocating, you could be moving, or you're definitely heading towards a new position. And that could be that seal in the deal of the contract here. Now, we have the King of Air showing up in your hopes and fears. King of Air in the upright is very knowledgeable. Remember, this is your energy here. It's air. And Gemini, when you are feeling good, I mean, you are very intelligent. You're very logical. When you're feeling confident and fully in your power, you're very wise. You're very knowledgeable. You want to share your knowledge with others. You want to, put yourself out there. You're very professional. You're very well put, organized. You are set on, your beliefs and the things that help you grow. You're really wonderful at using the mind, the intellect, the power of your thoughts. But the fear here is, what if I get so stuck on, some sort of way of doing things that I don't know how to get out of it, right? What if I'm not in touch with my intuition? What if the mind overpowers and overtakes, right? And I make decisions that aren't in my highest good. And I feel like the King of Air showing up in your hopes and fears has everything to do with your own confidence, right? Since this is showing up as you, female or male, doesn't matter. This is your masculine side of action and really feeling empowered with your air element, right? And what does air do when it feels chaotic? It can create a tornado, right? But what can it also do is that air can, it can motivate fire. It can it can do so much good through communication. And I feel like that's a big piece of this here is, how can you put yourself out there in some way? How can you communicate in some way that really helps you feel empowered? And how can you work with others who also share the same vision? Because I feel like there's a new contract coming in here, a new hierarchy, a new, it's almost like new positions are showing up here, new positions. So some of you, there could be a new role that you are being assigned to. Or if you are a boss, you may be bringing new people on board. Now, your final outcome is the 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups can be childhood dreams. It can be about simplicity, and maybe you're ready to slow down a bit. Maybe you've been working very hard, right? And you're tempted to keep working because you want to, you want to make sure that you have enough, because that fear comes in and says, well, I'm not going to have enough to retire. Or I'm not going to have enough to move, or whatever it is. And I feel like the 6 of Cups is saying, but I want to live a simple life, or I want to go back to basics here, or I want things to not feel as chaotic or as stressful. And I am getting a little bit of a slowing down energy here for you. 6 of Cups can also be taking a look at what's worked in the past for you And you may even realize that what's worked in the past no longer works for you now. And you may be looking at it from, a new approach. Spirit, can we please get a card to clarify the Six of Cups? I mean, this could be a second chance, something coming back around for you, or another opportunity for you to fulfill a dream. You have the World again, and that is in the foundation. So like I said, look at that, triumphant completion. If you want to go back to school and finish up that degree, if you want to wrap up that project, or if you want to put yourself out into the world in some way, shape, or form, you're being guided to, complete a cycle. Complete a cycle, because you have, the world waiting for you. The world is your oyster. So you're wrapping something up. And I do feel, if you haven't yet, don't let distractions or temptations get in the way of your triumphant completion. This is intense. I mean, the world showing up, double whammy here for you, all this major arcana. I mean, this is a sense of wholeness. This is celebratory. It's victorious. It is, you've come a long way. This is the last card in the major arcana. So for some of you, this is, yes, retirement, or, you finally being able to take that big step, that big leap, whatever that may mean for you. And some of you, I mean, this is a lucky break. Beautiful. Let's get a message from the wisdom of the oracle. What do we have here, please, for Gemini? Wisdom of the oracle. Breathe. Ooh, I like this one. This is about, it's 2 and 9, which equals 11, 11, 11. We have the 4 of Wands, which is the 11 energy. So for some of you, this is being able to enjoy the rewards of your hard work, right? It can be about patience, but it's about trust as well. And this is about waiting or going slowly. It's about wellness. It's about meditation. I don't feel like it has necessarily as much to do with waiting. It could be not, going for that instant gratification that we talked about, but I feel like it does have to do with slowing things down a little bit. That's why we have that 6 of Cups. Humans cannot exist without drawing breath, right? Slow down, of course, meditate, trust, breathe, and repeat. Now is the time to allow the life-giving element of air to replenish your body. That is what you are, right? You are an air sign, and we just talked about that air. It's time to allow that life-giving element of air to replenish your body, your being, and your very essence. Stop to smell the roses, breathe in the sunlight, and release the darkness, and miracles will appear. Because we do see, 6 of Swords, 9 of Swords. So it may be time just to slow the roll a little bit here. You've worked long and hard, Gemini. Your dreams are coming to fruition. Don't hurry things up, right? And that could be part of it. Remember what I keep saying is instant gratification. We may be tempted to rush things or to hurry things up because, we want more of it, or, we get impatient. And that's also Knight of Wands energy showing up, but try not to hurry, because it could be that you're the slow one moving languidly, but you're still progressing, right? In a rhythm dictated by your authentic nature. The essence of your dream and the will of the universe, slow and steady, wins this race. You will indeed win if you relax. Stay the course, trust your intuition, and breathe. Right? So yeah, I do feel like there's movement here, but slowing things down if you feel like it's been, quite busy, or just seriousness of it all, because that Emperor and the Devil can be a toxic health disaster even at times, or it just feels mentally like you have a lot on your plate. Now, for others of you, this can be laziness. It can be inertia. It can be apathy, or signs of slowing down, or decay, right? Decay and lifelessness. It says, wake up, do something to shake this off. Go outside, get some air. A walk in nature will remind you that all of life is ensouled and magical. Get some exercise, move out of your head and into your body, and breathe in deeply. Each breath is precious. And we take that for granted, right? We take our breath for granted. And this is showing up in a very powerful light here for you. to remind you that, you are already there, right? You're already there. Stay present, Gemini. Let's get a few messages from your spirit animals. And at this time, Gemini, I just ask if you can take a nice deep breath in from your solar plexus chakra, your belly area. Nice big inhale. Hold as long as you can. And release with a nice, great sigh. And with your eyes still closed, tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now, this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Perhaps your animals are wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. This could be a pet that's crossed over the rainbow bridge, one that's visited through your dreams or even crossed your path in the great outdoors. This could be a pet that you have currently at your home. There is no right or wrong answer, Gemini. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, where I draw one winner around the first of each month and post right back here on the channel, all you need to do is drop your animals. You can have one or you can have 5. Drop them in the comment section below, and I will enter you into that free reading giveaway. All right, what do we have here, please? We'll get one more for Gemini. Thank you. We have Dolphin, which is all about playfulness, right? Now, some of you may be born on the 20th, the 24th. You may be 64 or 37. And we do have the wasp, which can represent stings, life stings, right? So, some of you could be allergic, so be careful, right? But I feel that this does have to do with that devil energy, and you've been tempted before, but it's almost as if those temptations or those fears or whatever that devil is for you, it's almost as if you're being guided here to not repeat something, right? Not repeat a cycle, not repeat the same lesson, because you've learned what you've needed to. And I feel like you're going to move on. That's why we have the world as well, because you know what it's like to sting. You know what it's like to go without or to struggle or to face these challenges head on. You have the electric eel. Bring your ideas to life, and look at that color. Wow. That light in the background just went the same color when I put up that card. Did you guys notice that? And it's also the color of blue. It's the blue throat chakra, which is communication, it's expression, it's ideas, and that's what you represent. That's what you stand for, Gemini. So bring them to life. Next, we have Lion, and we have Lionsgate Portal in August. This is something powerful for you. I do feel that energy. It says, be generous of spirit. This is about generosity as well, sharing your gifts with the world, being generous with your gifts. I'm also getting here a re-evaluating around expectations, or maybe dropping expectations around a situation or even oneself. And lastly, we have Dolphin Spirit. Dolphins are such a playful energy, and it's a reminder to have fun, but it says this and that are true. So what that means is basically what you believe is your truth, that's going to be your reality. So be mindful, of course, of your beliefs. And we talk about that here for you, Gemini, as well. But a reminder to take life less seriously. It's also card 20, which in tarot is the Judgment. And I'm getting here, let go of the need to judge oneself, let go of regrets, or let go of past situations that have stung. And that may be why that fear comes in, because you're like, I don't want that to happen again. But I feel like you are being guided to play, to take life less seriously. And sometimes that's a big reminder when those challenges come in, is how can we see this from a new perspective? So play, have fun, immerse yourself in that energy of, curiosity and adventure. And I feel like you're really going to bring something to life. Maybe bring yourself back to life. Beautiful. All right, last but not least, let's get your final message here. We have a new deck by Angela Rose. Thank you so much, Angela, for gifting me with this beautiful deck. For those of you who are interested in any of the decks used in your reading, you can always find them in the description box below. So we have Soothe, we have Divine Soul, and we have Come Back to You. And it says here, inspiration and creativity unfold when you are rejuvenated and rested. Yeah. And that's why we have take a break here, take some rest, stop and smell the roses, because it's then when this inspiration strikes. Immerse yourself in things that soothe your soul. Take a bath, a walk, or buy yourself flowers. Honor your mind, body, and spirit. Beautiful. Divine Soul, your energy itself is enough to create worlds and move mountains. The fact that you got the world twice here, wow, okay. Your energy itself is enough to create worlds and move mountains. It's time to shine your light. It's time to rise. It's time to step fully into the goddess or god you were born to be. Own it. Own that energy, Gemini. Beautiful. And then lastly, we have Come Back Home to You. It's natural to want to run from hard things in life. And remember, that was a reminder earlier. It came up a tad bit with that Emperor, or excuse me, with that temptation energy, is just be mindful you're not running away from things because we're fearing them, or that's what we're accustomed to doing. It says you are safe in your body and in this world. You are loved above all else. Make a commitment. There's the Hierophant. Make a commitment to stay with yourself in good times and in bad, right? Stay with yourself in good times and in bad. Powerful reading here, Gemini. I'm loving this. If you enjoyed the messages here, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, do subscribe, and hit that bell button. And of course, drop your power animals in the comment section below the video. And thank you so much for tuning in today, Gemini. I hope this reading was helpful on your soul's journey. Lots of love.